Hey everyone, welcome back. Today we're gonna have a look at what I bought from Hobonichi for 2026. This was my third year buying Hobonichi and my second year buying it directly from Japan. I was also considering not buying Hobonichi for 2026 because of the price increases and some paper quality challenges. But we will test the paper later. Anyway, here we go. So, let me open the box. On top we have a small promotional paper for the Hobonichi Techo app. Let's put that away. And the main part are these two weeks planners, as well as one weeks cover. Let me show you which one picked my girlfriend. This one is a regular weeks. This is the Port at Dawn design. Let's open it. Inside we have a little promotional booklet, which is quite nice, as well as, of course, the journal itself. This cover is really beautiful. The design goes, or rather wraps, around the entire cover. And inside we just have a little card with the information about the author, and this is something you stick inside here so you can put like additional paper or something underneath. I won't go through the whole journal. There are many videos which show what's inside a weeks, but quickly there is this monthly overview for each month, and then for every week we have a separate page like this. At the end there are some square papers where you can write whatever you want. Okay, let's go and open the second weeks, and this one is a weeks mega, which has more of that square paper at the end. So this is a weeks mega, so it's a little bit thicker, well, quite a bit thicker actually, and inside we have the same Techo promotional booklet, as well as the sticky thing for holding extra stuff. All the extra thickness is here through these extra pages, otherwise the 2 weeks are identical. So the mega has 219 pages and the regular one has 75. Let's look at the entire cover. This one. It's a nice fabric with stitching of various animals, and this one is for me. Alright, let's have a look at the other stuff. So this is a cover for weeks. Let's open it. This cover should fit both mega and regular weeks. I will quickly try how both of these fit inside. So this is how a weeks mega fits inside the official weeks cover. It's a little bit tight, but I think over time it would stretch a bit and it would be completely fine. This is how a regular weeks fits inside the weeks cover. It overhangs a little bit, but I think that's pretty acceptable still. Inside you have this one pocket and this other pocket at the end. I think this part probably works as a pen loop. Next, I got two of these notebooks because I just loved the cover. I believe on the front page this is supposed to be a dawn, and on the back page this is a dusk. The front cover is the same picture as the cover of this week's planner. This is what the notebook looks like unpacked. The cover is quite glossy. Inside it has horizontally oriented squared pages. It lies really flat. Included with the purchase of a planner there is always a pen. This is a tricolor uni pen with jet stream refills, which I really enjoy using. So there is the second one still inside the plastic wrap. The last thing I ordered was this large drawer pouch for my girlfriend. It's beautiful. I think it's also very practical. You have this side pocket here. The outside material is linen and the flowers and leaves are stitched. My only complaint is probably these zippers. I wish they worked just a little bit smoother, but still I think it's fine. And if we look inside, we see that it's quite well thought out, quite practical. So you have this one pocket here, then a divider with another zipper, and then a lot of smaller pockets on this side. So there is one large one, two smaller ones, and then 9 total small ones. So that's all I ordered. One of the things that I was quite curious about was how is the paper going to perform. And I'm happy to say that I did not find any obvious flaws in either the notebook or the weeks. On the other hand, I can't really find any very obvious improvements either, but in any case, I'm happy. Let's have a closer look at the 2 weeks papers. I tested them with the Sailor Black coming from a Sailor Few Day Nib, Diamine Asa Blue coming from a Twisby Broad, J. Herban Vert Cactus coming from a 2.5mm Pilot Parallel, Diamine Red Dragon coming from a Flex Nib, this Stadler Pigment Pen, a Lamy Blackberry coming from Sailor Hokoro 1.0 stub, and I made swatches with Diamine Marley, the Inkvent 2025 ink. I think the biggest difference here are the 2 swatches. The 2026 weeks shows a bit more purple and less grey compared to 2024 weeks. As far as the sheen goes, the Diamine Asa Blue can sheen a little bit, as well as Diamine Red Dragon. Sheen is quite comparable on both of them. On the back side, we see that the 2024 shows a little bit of bleed through, but otherwise they are quite similar when it comes to show through and bleed through. The 2026 is slightly better, but I don't think that's a huge difference. Looking at the notebook papers, this is quite a similar story. The big difference is on the swatches. The 2026 notebook shows a lot more pink and purple compared to 2025 notebook. Sheening performance is again quite similar. I would not say I tried to find the differences in sheen, but those are not easy to really distinguish. Diamond Eza Blue sheens on both of the edges in a very similar way. And as far as the show-through goes, so the 2026 is on the right, 2025 is on the left, and we can see that there is maybe a tiny little bit more show-through and bleed-through on the 2025 notebook paper, but again I would not say this is a really dramatic difference. Again, the big difference is these swatches of Diamond Marley. A bit more pink and a bit more purple. Comparing everything to Hon 2025, this is quite similar to 2026 notebook paper. Again, the Diamond Marley is similar here, and when it comes to show through, bleed through, I would say these are almost identical. So that is it regarding all the papers. Overall, I'm quite happy. I did not find any flaws, any issues, and the only difference being the swatch of Diamond Marley. But other than that, all my regular fountain pen use, including this white Pilot Parallel pen, flex nibs, broad nibs, the paper can handle all of my normal fountain pen use very well. Okay, one small remark at the end, and that is size comparison. So this is on A5, on A6, and Weeks Mega. Obviously A5 is double the size of the A6. Thickness is basically the same. Now if we add the Weeks Mega is a little bit less thick than a Hon, and if we add the regular Weeks, we see that it's by far the thinnest and lightest, even if we just consider the rightmost three. But as far as how well can you carry these, I would say that the A6 is not any harder or any easier to carry than Weeks Mega, and then with the Weeks I think you gain quite a bit of portability. Alright, that's really it now. I'm happy that I bought Hobonichis also for the next year, and I will likely buy them again. Any questions, comments, leave them down below. Thanks for watching. Bye.